Scorpio, stop scrolling. This message is finding you for a reason right now. Someone is missing you more deeply than they will ever admit. Late at night, when everything is quiet, your name crosses their mind. They replay old conversations, moments they thought didn't matter. But now they do, and here's the truth. This connection is not over. The silence you feel, it's not distance. It's tension. Something is building. And before December 18th, a shift is coming that changes how you see this person forever. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear explains why they can't forget you. Scorpio, if you've been feeling a strange emotional pull lately, you're not imagining it. You may have noticed sudden memories, vivid dreams, or an unexplainable heaviness in your heart. That's because someone from your past is energetically reaching toward you. This isn't about obsession or fantasy, it's about an unfinished emotional bond. As a Scorpio, your presence leaves a deep mark on people, even after separation. What you're experiencing now is the universe bringing awareness to a connection that still holds weight. And as we move closer to December 18th, the truth behind this situation begins to surface. Current energy around Scorpio. Right now, Scorpio, the energy around you is intense, quiet, and deeply emotional. You may feel calm on the surface, but beneath that calm there's a subtle pressure, as if something unresolved is floating in the air. This is because your energy has shifted. You're no longer chasing answers, no longer trying to fix what was broken, and that change is powerful. When a Scorpio pulls back emotionally, it creates a vacuum that others feel strongly. The universe is highlighting your absence in someone else's life. The cord between you and this person was never fully cut. It was only stretched by time and distance. Energetically, they are feeling your silence more than your presence ever did. This is why thoughts of you come to them unexpectedly, during quiet moments, late nights, or when something reminds them of what they lost. For you, this phase may feel confusing because you're sensing something without clear proof. But Scorpio intuition doesn't need evidence. It reads energy. What you're picking up on now is real. This period is not about action. It's about awareness. The universe is aligning emotions on both sides, preparing a moment of truth that cannot be avoided. Who is this person? Scorpio, the person missing you is not a stranger. It's someone who shared an emotional chapter with you, whether openly or silently. This could be an ex-partner who thought walking away would bring peace, only to realize that your absence created a deeper emptiness. It may also be someone who never fully expressed their feelings, someone who kept their emotions hidden and now regrets their silence. For some of you, this person is watching from a distance. They check your social media, ask about you through mutual connections, or replay moments you shared together. They want to reach out, but they hesitate because they know you see through masks. Scorpio energy is intense, unforgettable, and not easily replaced. And they learned that too late. What connects all these possibilities is one truth. This person underestimated the impact you had on their life. They believed time would erase you, but instead it magnified what they lost. You didn't just walk away from them. You took your emotional depth with you, and now they feel that loss more strongly than ever, even if they never say your name out loud. Why are they missing you now? Scorpio, the reason they are missing you now is because reality has finally caught up with them. When you were present, your loyalty, depth, and emotional strength felt constant, almost guaranteed. They assumed your energy would always be there, even if they didn't fully appreciate it. But once you stepped back, something shifted. The space you left behind became impossible to ignore. They are missing you now because life showed them contrast. Conversations feel empty. Connections feel shallow. The emotional safety they once had with you is no longer available, and that absence is loud. They've tried distracting themselves, staying busy, or replacing the feeling, but nothing carries the same intensity you brought into their world. There's also a karmic element here. Scorpio energy teaches lessons through loss. Only when access is removed does understanding arrive. They are realizing what you provided emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Things they cannot easily find again. This isn't about loneliness alone. It's about recognition. Recognition that they misjudged your value and the role you played in their life. That realization is why your presence keeps returning to their thoughts. Timing exposed the truth, and now they're sitting with emotions they once avoided, missing you more deeply than they expected. What is stopping them from reaching out? Scorpio, even though this person misses you deeply, something is holding them back from contacting you. The biggest barrier is fear of rejection, fear of facing the truth, and fear of being seen for who they really are. They know that once they speak to you, they won't be able to hide behind excuses or half-truths. And that thought makes them hesitate. Ego also plays a role. Admitting they miss you means admitting they were wrong. It means accepting that they lost something rare. For many people, that's harder than staying silent. There's also guilt here. Guilt for how things ended, for words left unsaid, or for actions that can't be undone. They replay scenarios in their mind, wondering if it's too late to fix what was broken. Timing adds another layer. They sense that you've changed, that you've grown stronger and more. Scorpio energy is powerful when it becomes quiet, and they can feel your boundaries even from afar. So instead of reaching out impulsively, they wait, watching, thinking, and struggling internally with emotions they can no longer ignore. What happens before December 8th? Scorpio, the period leading up to December 18th is not random. It's a turning point. Energetically, this is when suppressed emotions surface and unfinished chapters demand attention. You may notice subtle signs first. Repeated numbers, sudden dreams about this person, or unexpected memories appearing out of nowhere. These are signals that the emotional energy between you is reaching a peak. Before December 18th, communication may come in an indirect form. It might not be a direct message at first. It could be a reaction, a late-night view, a comment, or someone mentioning your name unexpectedly. For some Scorpios, this energy brings a confession, spoken or revealed through actions rather than words. The universe often tests intention before allowing clarity. What's important is that truth becomes unavoidable during this time. Either they gather the courage to face you, or you receive inner clarity that releases you from waiting. Both outcomes work in your favor. This phase is about emotional alignment, not control. Scorpio, when timing is right, events unfold without force. And as December 18th approaches, what was hidden begins to surface clearly, unmistakably, and exactly when you're ready to see it. What should Scorpio do right now? Scorpio, this phase is not asking you to chase, explain, or reopen old wounds. Your power right now lies in stillness and so. The universe is already working behind the scenes, and any forced action from your side would only disturb the balance that's forming. What you should do is remain grounded in your own energy. Protect your peace, your emotions, and your boundaries. This is a time for observation, not reaction. Notice what surfaces without immediately responding to it. If a message comes, don't rush. If a sign appears, don't overanalyze. Scorpio intuition works best when the mind is calm. Trust what you feel, but don't let emotions pull you back into patterns you've already outgrown. Focus on yourself, your routine, your goals, your emotional healing. The more centered you remain, the clearer everything becomes. Remember, what's meant to approach you will do so naturally. You don't need to announce your strength. Your silence already speaks volumes. Right now, the universe is responding to your restraint, and that restraint is exactly what shifts the energy in your favor. Scorpio, understand this clearly. Not everyone who loses you understands what they lost immediately. Some realizations arrive only after distance creates truth. You are not easy to replace because you are never ordinary. Your depth, your loyalty, and your emotional presence left a permanent imprint. And that's why your absence feels heavy to them now. Whether they return with words or remain silent with regret, this moment is about your growth. You are no longer the version of yourself that waits to be chosen. You are the version that knows their worth. If they reach out, it will be because they finally see you clearly. And if they don't, it's because the lesson was never about reunion. It was about release. Trust that nothing meant for you will miss you. Scorpio energy, doesn't chase. It attracts. As this cycle closes, you step into a stronger chapter, one where emotional clarity replaces confusion and peace replaces longing. Whatever unfolds next, remember this: being missed is not your victory. Being free is.